Salam sejahtera to Tuan Hafiz and Encik Nizam. My name is Emerson Gisol. My number matrix is 191586. So today I will present about my engineering project 1 DAM21801 about the kapuk machine. So what is in this chapter I'm present what is chapter 1, 2 and 3. So okay, just go. Alright, so in chapter 1 for introduction, I will talk about the project background, then problem statement, objective, project scope, significance of study, and expected value. So first of all, we going to project background. So what kapok or kapok love plants? So kapok plants can largely found in West Mexico, West Africa, Northern South America, Southeast including Malaysia. So the kapok tree is usually cultivated for its seed and fiber, may also refer to a seed kapok, jaba kapok, or seba. Kapuk is used for stuffing for pillow, mattress, toys, upholstery, insulation material, and as a substitute for option kapuk in surgery. Other than that, as we know, pillow are easy place for bacteria to breed as a pillow, easily absorb dust and sweat. Through research conduct the process of separating the kapuk and seed is still used until now in traditional method to separate them. So in the for the traditional method, so later I'll explain in the chapter 2. So second is we talk about the problem statement. So based on the research, the method of the processing kapuk in Malaysia is still lacking technological exposure in the kapuk pillow manufacturing industry. Most of the factories are still using traditional method. However, there are weakness in the safety and health aspect at the manufacturer who do so in the process of making pillow traditionally. Misty kapuk often fails during the process because the container that's been processed is open and has no lid, which can cause itching and cause more serious injury. In addition, the tools are inappropriate and dangerous for co-workers. For example, blade rods made of bamboo, iron, and sharp wood cause injury to the co-workers. Lastly, for problem statement is there some problem by manufacturing industry with difficult seat isolation, how to fill the kapuk to fill case. So this is the some objective for of my project is to fabricate a machine that could be separated inside the seat and kapuk, instantly fill up the pillowcase and well separate kapuk. To evaluate the cleanness of kapuk after the separation process and time taken to fill 150 gram of kapuk in the pillowcase. Next, we are going to project scope. So project scope in this machine only be used of for kapuk that has been processed only for kapuk. Then this machine was purposely created for small medium-sized companies and industry that produce kapuk pillows. This machine also has a quantity limit of only 1 kg at one time process is taken. Electric motor speed can be adjusted. So for significance of study, basically the importance of your research. So the importance of the significance of study is assist SME to produce technologies that can reduce the risk of injury employees during the process of seed separation from kapuk and shorten the time at the seed separation process to increase the pillow production. So last but not least for chapter 1 is the expected result statement and describe we expect. So this is my expected outcome is increase the production output in a day, help the small companies to reduce the staffing requirement and processing costs to improve the safety and health aspect in the processing kapuk. Alright. In chapter 2, literature view. First, what is literature view? Is the This review is systematic analysis and compression of books, scholarly articles, resources related to the particular topic, providing knowledge based on a particular topic. The study is also conducted in identify reviewing existing information of the topic to justify innovation of um, re- the project by revealing gaps in the current. This evaluation of the work problem should also be overall knowledge as the topic. Our project will be a larger study. Okay, for project background, Kapuk Seba or we call the Seba pentandra, is a typical tropical tree belonging to the order of Mables and the Malvet family. Originating from the northern of South America, Central and Caribbean, comes from the Africa. The word kapuk is also used to refer to the fibers produced from the seed. This is tree is known Java kapuk or kapuk Jawa. This tree is widely grown in Asia, especially in the island of Java, Malaysia, Philippines, and South Africa. In Bogor, there is a road along the edge shaded by the kapuk tree. By the time the fruit blooms in the street and resembles snowfall due to the white kapuk flying through the air. So as you can see in the figure 2.1 kapuk tree and kapuk fruit, this figure is a tree height of 70 meter of this tree. Then roots separate horizontally in the surface of soil. So this is the fact for the kapuk tree. With that, sometimes kapuk well grade less than 500 meter height, then night temperatures below 70 degrees Celsius, 17. So as we can know, the tree is easily broken by strong wind, as shown in figure this 2.1, and this kapuk is basically material such we use for mat, pillow, wall, protective clothing, retaining heat and sound. The skin is a foil containing oil seed used in industry as lubricant and oil lamps. Therefore, they can be used as energy raw materials. Okay, so in figure 2.2, ripe kapuk fruit and uniripe kapuk fruit in the middle of this picture. So the oval shaped kapuk fruit green resemble to the bark of the stem leaf. If the kapuk berries are whole, they will turn in the dark brown as we can see in these pictures. So inside the fruit, there are fine white fiber called kapuk, and the old kapuk will break apart, causing the white kapuk fibers to the fly in the wind. All right, so for the figure this 2.3, so you can see here the three different of kapuk or that kapas, we call kapas in Malay. So we have a three grades: superfine quality kapuk, fine quality kapuk, and a standard quality kapuk. So for the superfine quality, it is characterized by the color of the kapuk. The fiber length is 2.5 to 3.0 millimeters. That's suitable to use in textile industries, upholstery industries, bedding, and many more. The product of quality kapuk is also known as a clean kapuk pool and is one natural cellulosic fibers which can grow on the kapuk tree. They also call hollow bodies and seal tails that are desirable features for functional textile. For the fine quality, the also known as cement grade flowing product, and this product combine a JK grade superfine quality kapok with cement quality describe a yellow white in color. Maximum level of 3 seats infrared capacity of kabung is around 5%, which typical for distributors. This type of fiber is glossy yellowish brown and made up of mixture of lignin and cellulose, um, in each approximately 2.5 cm long and contains a large lumen. For the standard quality of kapuk, this is the last grade for the standard for the quality of kapuk lah. Then it is made from raw kapuk fibers, stalk and seed. This kind of kapuk is available from several kapuk vendors and distributors in various type of materials people. Um, Pure kapok seed are also supplies that have not been processed and had vastly directly from the trees. So next, I will talk about the traditional method. Then traditional method is a way of creating kapuk pillows that done by hand and requires a lot of work. This is was original way of making kapuk which used in ancient times. So as you can see here in the five pictures of traditional procedure. So first, the kapuk fruit is torn separate the content from the skin of the kapuk as shown in figure 2.4a. After that, the workers will collect the contents of the kapuk into a large container or strainer sugar as you can see in this figure. Three, isolate the kapuk using a bamboo stick or wood that has been twice driller used in this step. Or the driller is also used in this step in order to twist the stick in short period of time. Four is shake the container to dissolve the kapuk so that the kapuk should fall on the ground. And lastly, the kapuk has been processed filled compressively in the pillowcase using a wood or hand. Other than that, so this is in 2.4 the available kapuk machine in the market for the research. In the figure 2.5, which is a kapuk separating machine, which I use size called this ginning machine. So it use a crumpling method by crimping the processed kapuk which roll to verify that the kapuk is seed free. And the major component of this machine is a teeth saw. Um, Titso, cylinder roller, and the box to operate. Kapok will added to the machine. This machine will start rolling the cylinder roller. Use a teeth source to pull through the series ginding ribs, which pull the fibers from the seed which are too large to pass the ribs. They clean this seed is then removed to the gin also goes to the seed collector. The first stage of ginning process is measuring the moisture of the kapok which helps to know and determine the amount of heat that will be applied to open the fiber. In the so next is in the figure 2.6 kapok seed separating machine. So this also used in the rival kapok machine in market. In this figure, it employs the shaking method on the barrel to separate the seed from the kapok, and it is uses the crumpling method by crimping the process with a roll verifying machine. Um, the kapok is hand filled into the cushion during the entire process. This machine has the benefit of being seedless and producing a large quantity of kapoks. This machine is a precarious condition. It is difficult to move this equipment since it is incredibly heavy and takes a long time to develop. So in the figure 2.7, you can see the profiler for the picture in A and B for the blade. So a profiler is used in the process of kapok seed separation. At the same time, is used to fill the kapok into the pillowcase. The major component that we use in the fabricating this machine is a motor engine, blower, container, wheel, and net. As the process kapok will made it into the machine through the door, and the motor will switch on to start the process mating. So for the this blade, is its function to push away and separate the seed from the kapok. All right. Also in this figure 2.8, you can see in the picture here fiber opening and pillow filling machine with two nozzle machine also used in the market. It is the called the fiber opening flow case with two nozzle machine. And the major component for this machine, the cutting machine, with two heads blowing machine. So it will be added to the conveyor and cutting individuals the fiber from the kapuk. Furthermore, this machine is capable of increasing the speed of production. It can be operate two noodles at the same time. Last but not least, for the machine in market is this small type polyester fiber filling machine. So is we can see here in this picture, this figure 2.9 machine called a small type polyester fiber machine. This machine contains just one function, which is to fill the kapuk into the pillowcase, and separating must be done manually. The benefit of this machine is that it is reduced time it takes to fill the kapok into pillowcase, and the machine can be stopped by stepping on the throttle switch. So the cost to build this machine in terms of materials is extremely high, and materials spare parts are difficult to come by. So this is the component parts technology from reliable Kapokin machine. So first of all is box. Box is in the beginning process, a square box is chosen as the play for the separating machine. Then for the second is the blade. Teeth saw types are used to separate the machine from the seat. Electric motor is number three, but machine to, as we can see in the figure after before this is 2.5 and 2.6. Use is electrical motor and to rotate each of their component. Number four is the seat collector. Seat collector to prevent the seat from mixing with the clean limit, and the beginning machine used to seat a storage box to the seats. And lastly is the blower. So for the blower is needed in order to fill the kapuk into the filler base. So for the technique of separating seed from kapuk, this is the pictures we can see here. 2.10 Sogin and 2.11 roll ginning. So it is maybe a little bit of same function, but different same function we actually can see here. So when we put the kapuk, or before we separate the seed, so we can see in these pictures the how the inside the machine works, how the grinding or the this machine take separate the seed from the kapuk or the kapas. So we can see here the seed is come down into this machine, and the blower will um, observe this kapuk throughout the machine. For the shaking method and clamping method, we can see in this picture also 2.13 method is in the figure A. The method is to operate seed from the kapuk, and B is the trompel machine. We call trompel machine. So this method give a benefit to a user, as he can improve the speed of production and produce a high quality seedless kapuk. So that's all from for chapter 2. So next we are going to talk about the chapter 3 methodology. Alright, in methodology, this chapter will truly explain the project flowchart, design, fabrication process of the kapok machine. The detail on component, function, dimension, material will discuss in this chapter. After the product has been fabricated, it will be analyzed in terms to functionally to separate the seed from the kapok, instantly fill up. The kapok will test, cleanness, and separation process will be evaluated. The time taken to fill the up 150 gram of kapok in the pillowcase will be also recorded. So most of the chapter 3 is about the result and no, no, about the project flowchart, design, product, and the component, and how this actually this machine cooperate. All right. So as we can see in the here for project flowchart, the how first of all is we start. Then step one is design and prototype fabrication of kapok machine. So product design literature study viable product in this market, collecting the information about the separation from kapok and also about the consensual. Next is analyze the design of kapok machine, how the function of the component, the dimension of the component, and material selection of such of the component, and also technique of separation machine. For as we, before this, we talk about the rolling ginning, saw ginning, and beating and shaking and compelling prototype, and also next is prototype fabrication. So in the stage 2 we evaluation the prototype. So set up this testing for the prototype of kapok machine, test right, separate the side, the seat and the kapok, evaluation cleanliness of the kapok. After separate, the time taken to fill 150 grams of the kapok in the pillowcase, and calculate the number of pillowcase production for 1 kg kapok, and time taken for the filling the kapok process will be record in this project flow chart in stage 2. So discussion and conclusion and last is end. So for the product design and operation, so we can see in the figure 3.2 sketching drawing of kapok machine. So this is the pictures show that the drawing prototype of machine prototype will be designed with the exact size and dimension using a SolidWorks software. After this, alright, the prototype will be fabricated and installed on the kapok machine, including the operation box, electric motor, blade, galvanized mesh, blower, and pillowcase. Box will also be shown in the figure 3.4. This kapok This kapok machine will have two boxes, which are the operation box and pillowcase box. As the operation box, there will be blades operating inside the operation box. Unprocessed kapok will be added to the operation box. In the operation box, after the electric motor is turned on, the blade will start to rotate. The rotation move clockwise and the rod will hit the surface of the kapok to separate the seat from the kapok. The seat and dust will be unraveled and galvanized mesh seat will fall into the collector box. The kapok will stay put in the operation box after the process seat separating. The blower will start to blow up to remove the moisture in the operation box. The process suctioning or to suck the kapok into the pillowcase through the connector stud. In the second box, which is the pillowcase box, all the processed kapok will be filled into the pillowcase. Then the pillowcase will be wide, measuring until achieve 150 gram of the kapok and pillowcase. Finally, the user can stop the machine and continue to fill the other pillowcase. So this is the function of the machine for the sketch drawing, as we can see in this figure. So also if we see in the diagram 3.3 dimension of the kapok machine of SolidWorks, so this is the um, dimension in SolidWorks that the main component for the part, every part of this um, machine. So as we here we can see 3.3 the size and dimension. Then for the main component we have operation box, blower, weight apparatus, pillowcase, base, seat collectors, connector, blade, and electric motor. So this is the main component for the kapok machine. First is base. Base is used to obey the vibration shock of the machine. It is used to support a machine from moving from during during operation. So the dimension base is 126.66 and times to 64.42. So the materials we use is stainless. It can prevent corrosion. So next is the operation box in figures 3.7. So this operation box is used to the kapuk processing operating, including the seed process in drying kapuk also. This component made up of acrylic where it is the case for the process to be conducted. Each corner box will be sealed with foam to prevent the mist from getting stuck. The dimension is 45 times 45 cm. Okay. So for the picture in the 3.8 is the blade. So blade is used to separate the seed from the kapuk. This blade component is made up from aluminium. The blade will install horizontally and the rod will be arranged horizontally and vertical. So means in this my project, this blade will install horizontal, so to separate the seat and the kapuk. Next is the 3.9, the electric motor AC. So this picture or this design of SolidWorks is electric motor power 180 watt we use in the rotate blading during the seat separation process. And motor will transmit the power to make this blade to rotate, and the estimate speed of electric motor is 1800 to 3600 rpm, as users can choose a large EQ to match the frequency of AC power. So this is the connector and pillowcase box in the figure next, 3.10. So this is actually the second box of this project, which the place which we are transmit the kapuk into the pillowcase after it's separating from the seat. So in this figure 3.11 is the blower. So the blower is actually function to dry, used to dry and blow the kapuk into the second box. Is a blower like blower requires a high voltage of electricity to run efficiently. So it get is this energy is motor from the motor. So but last but not least is a seed collector. So seed collector is used to collect the kapuk seed that will be dropped during the seed operation process. As the mentioned, seed collector is 43.5 times 40 times 6. So the net is attached to the seed collector. This material is mist corrosion material used for the this net is galvanized mesh with hole size 0.5 times 0.5. So this is the figure in 3.12. All right, for the second last for of this slide is on how we prototype testing. So after the prototype is made, it needs to be tested to ensure that it actually can work properly for the purpose of improvement. So the process is carried out to check the effect of the different speed to produce the cleanness of the quality. The 300 gram kapuk will be inserted to the operation box of the kapuk machine and will be run separate the seed from kapuk. The motor will be run at 100 rpm for 30 minutes, and it will be stopped manually. All the kapuk will be taken out and checked of the cleanness. Then the kapuk will be labeled as kapuk sample A. Repeat step 2 with a new arm process with different 200 to rpm for 30 minutes, label is sample B, and also repeat step 2 for 300 rpm 30 minutes for label kapuk sample C. All the kapuk sample will be observed with their cleanness by checking the quantity of seed that's still inside the kapuk, observing by the eyes regarding in cleanness of the kapuk. So time taken is taken this fellow case. Last for this slide is test 2 for we try this this product. So this test is conduct to identify the time taken fill 150 gram of kapuk into the pellet case. After the test 1 is complete, the best RPM will be used as the constant value for the test 2. 1 kg kapuk is added to the machine, and the time taken will be fill up the kapuk into the 150 gram pillowcase. Record the time taken and calculate the number of pillowcase production for 1 kg and time taken for the filling process. So for the test 3, this process is carried out to calculate the number of pillowcase production for 1 kg kapuk and then taken for filling the process. 1 kg kapuk will be inserted into operation box of the kapuk machine. The stopwatch started when the process of seed separation started. The stopwatch will stop after filling the 1 kg of kapuk into the pillowcase. So the time taken will be recorded from the seed separation process until the completion of the process of distilling kapuk into the pillowcase. Okay, the last slide for this presentation is this is the project cost. You can see here. So this is the sum of the acrylic sheet, electric, blower, rubber, plywood wood, hollow, ABS, aluminum, pipe, and so on. So the total is mostly like 445.6 ringgit. Okay, so that's all from me for my presentation, and thank you.